Hi everyone and welcome back to Crafty Girls. I'm Kerry, by the way, if I have never mentioned that before. And today I am making a little magical winter wonderland theme using Eco-Resin, UV resin, 3D printed miniatures, and of course some glitter. So now here I printed out my little, he's an articulated gnome, which means his little legs wiggle around, which is quite cute. And I thought that seeing that he's all white, I would just give him a little bit of color. So I mixed up some craft paint and added some glitter. His little hat is just too cute. I love gnomes. I know they're not the most Christmassy things, and they've never been Christmassy till quite recent, but I just think they are so gorgeous. So I wasn't going to stick with the normal reds and blues on this. I wanted it to be more of our pastel colors. That's why I decided just to do it in a blue so that it's more of a little winter wonderland theme. So here again I am just painting his nose red because he has to have a red nose. I couldn't make that a pastel color. So red nose for our little gnome, and it does take a little bit of precision because I was hoping not to get any marks on the white of him. So that did take a little bit of time. And then just to do his little beard, that was just white, and I put white glitter in that as well. It's not very noticeable unless you look quite closely, but it is quite shimmery if you actually have a look close up. But I thought I would just add a little bit of sparkle to his beard. Seeing that he is all white, I don't have a AMS 3D printer, which means it can print more than one color. So I have to paint my items when I printed them out. So like I said, just doing his little beard with a little bit of sparkle to it. I can never get over how cute these little articulated items are. They are so cute. Look at those little legs, how they wiggle. Too gorgeous. And then I was going to do his feet black. Obviously, he has to have little black boots. So here I am just, also this was a little bit finicky because I had to try and hold him while the rest of him was a little bit wet still. So I didn't want to get paint all over me. So here I am just painting his little boots. Then I also printed out a little lantern. It's a street light lantern, sort of an old-fashioned little lantern, and it comes in 3 different sections that you put together. So I was just painting the actual glass of the lantern with also craft paint in a gold so that it looked like the light was on. The craft paint sticks really nicely to the PLA of the, which is the filament name that the 3D printing I use the PLA, and like I said, craft paint sticks really nicely to it. And then if you want to, you can give it a top coat with some resin, or even you can use an aerosol spray and give it a coat of that, but you don't even have to, because once it's on, it's on. It doesn't scrape off or anything, unless obviously you get a bit carried away and need to scrape it off, then obviously you can, but you don't have to put a top coat on it. So here I was just mixing up a little bit of silver and some red glitter and giving it a coat of that so that it looked a little bit aged and with the theme of the pastel-y colors, I thought that the silver would go really nicely. So here I was just painting all the different sections of it so that I could let it dry and then put it all together, so that I had my little street light, which I also thought was really gorgeous. My 3D printer has come in handy. It really has. Anything I want, if I need a cutter, I use it. If I need a dog or a cat or anything like that, I can just print it out. And like here, I did my little articulated gnome, my street light, and later on you'll see I actually did some gifts that I wanted to put in the actual scene as well. So here I'm just finishing off the little edges of the top of the lantern with silver as well, and then I could let it dry and put it all together. And like I have said before, I use super glue, which is a cyanoacrylate. Sometimes I use my normal nails, but most of the time with your 3D printing you can use the cyanoacrylate. It works perfectly and it glues almost instantly. And it does stick to most stuff, so I never have a problem when I'm actually gluing stuff together. Then I had a little rocking chair that I had made out of my gypsumite, and I had already painted it in a bronzy brassy color, but I thought I would just change my mind because I was going to use that for something else. So I changed my mind and I painted it in the same silver as the street light. And this again, this little rocking chair, I actually made this mold myself. I 3D printed the rocking chair and then I made a mold for myself so that I could actually use it for resin or for my gypsumite. It is quite delicate, so you have to be careful when you're taking it out of the mold if you're using the gypsumite, because it does have little, quite fine little pieces, and sometimes they do tend to break, but you do have to be quite careful with it. But I think it is such a gorgeous little rocking chair. I actually, funnily enough, saw a mold on Temu the other day, and I still thought to myself, that's funny, because I had actually done this mold a good few months ago, and because I couldn't find a little rocking chair, and then there we are. There was one on Temu which I could have ordered, but I just had made my own, so I didn't have to buy one. So here I'm just getting into all the nooks and crannies. And again, it is, like I said, it's such a gorgeous little rocking chair. I was hoping to be able to keep it rocking, but I couldn't once it, but look how cute it is. Once it's on the tray, then it obviously can't rock if you're going to have it as a solid item. And here I just made a little cushion also on my 3D printer for my little gnome to sit on the chair, and I painted that silver as well. Also such a I'm amazed sometimes at what that 3D printer can actually do. And I've had a 3D printer for years and years now, different types, but I still am amazed at what it can actually print out. So there is my tray that I did. That is an Eco-Resin tray, and I did a blue marbled effect. And there I'm just putting on my little gnome onto his cushion, and his hands fit perfectly onto the side of the rocking chair, so he can hold on nicely and he won't slide off, but his little legs still wiggle about, so I was having a little bit of a hard time making sure that he was going to sit nicely. I just wish that I could leave that rocking chair rocking. It's so cute, but it had to get glued on, unfortunately. Yeah, I was really hoping that I could leave him, but I couldn't. So here I had just put on a coat, which I didn't show because that's a bit boring, I think, sometimes, a coat of UV resin, just so that the tray had a nice shiny smooth finish to it. And I was just heating it up a bit with my heat gun before I placed it under the UV light. So that was I just added that in just to show that I had done a coat of UV resin on my tray. Right, so here now I have all my little items that are ready to go onto my little Winter Wonderland tray. And again, I just use my cyanoacrylate. Like I've said before, it's actually a nail glue, but it is really good. I've got a couple of bottles I keep in stock just in case. And another thing, it doesn't dry out like your little tubes of super glue. Because it's in a container and it's got a lid, for some reason it doesn't dry out like your normal super glue. I find if I open a super glue and I leave it for a week or so, it tends to dry out or it gets stuck on the lid, or yeah, for some reason I seem to battle with super glue in a tube. So this I found at our local store, which keeps everything but the kitchen sink. And yeah, it's in their beauty section with their nails and that sort of thing. So I always keep a stock of it. Hopefully they never get rid of it, because this one, I suppose I could get something else, but this one that I use is really, really good. Within, like I said, within a couple of minutes, they have stuck fast, and if you try and get them off, you actually break the tray, because I have done that before. So here I'm just putting on my little street light and my rocking chair. I was hoping that he would stick nicely, because it is only a tiny little section of the chair that sticks, but he was sticking well. I just had to push him down a little bit and then leave him. I'm such a fiddler. So here, like I was saying, are my little gifts, and I'm just taking off the bits and pieces. Sometimes it needs to have a little bit of support at the bottom when it's printing, so that it doesn't come off the printing bed. So here I'm just giving them a little bit of a sand so that they're nice and smooth at the bottom. And then here I just used my metallic craft pen. The red one isn't a metallic pen, it's just a normal marker, and it is alcohol based. The other metallic markers are water based, but the red is a metallic base, because I didn't have a red metallic. I have ordered some, so I just used the red because that's what I had at the time. So here I am just busy painting them. I have sped a lot of this video up because a lot of it is just doing decorating and painting. So I'm sure that you would get a little bit bored with watching me in real time painting and filling in little sections on my little printed items. So I have sped this up quite a lot. Most of this video I have sped up because, like I said, I'm sure you don't want to watch that. But this is just a shortish video just to show how I made my little Winter Wonderland theme tray. Here I'm just giving the bows and the gifts a little bit of a top coat with my UV resin. This again is just actually a top coat of nail gel resin, and it works exactly the same as your bottled UV resin. Goes under the light and it definitely cures perfectly. If you use a color that is a gel nail, you have to put a top coat on it. Just like if someone's doing your nails, you can't leave the color without having a top coat on it because it stays sticky. So if you're using a color gel nail polish on any of your items, you have to put a top coat on it. So that's just a little bit of a suggestion, because otherwise you're going to have a sticky item. Right, so now I'm ready to put on the gifts, and I thought they would look quite cute if they were sitting next to my little gnome. And again, using my super glue, just sticking them on randomly, just so that he's got a little pile of gifts next to him. And then I got a little Winter Wonderland sticker. Also, I got the sticker off Temu. And just putting them on with my unused credit card, my old one. Making sure that the edges are nicely stuck down. It is going onto UV resin, so it sticks really nicely. And then I needed just to give it a little top coat all the way around. In hindsight, I should have put the sticker on first and then done the top coat, because now I had to go around everything. But that's fine because it still worked out perfectly fine. And I just used a brush to go around just to make sure that everywhere was nice and smooth. I didn't want to get any fish eyes or anything, because there's nothing worse than seeing fish eyes on a final item. Just have to make sure that all the little edges and all the little nooks and crannies, I love saying that word, nooks and crannies are done. And then I was sprinkling on a little bit of pretty glitter. I didn't want to get it over the sticker because I didn't want to block the sticker out with glitter. And there we go. There is our final result. So thanks so much for watching along with me. If you love this cute little glittery gnome scene, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And if you hit the bell so you don't ever miss another Crafty Girl creation. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you would like me to make, and I will see if I can do it. So guys, again, until next time, have a great one.